Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so to the 25. First carry for James Conner. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Conner. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he goes out right around the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray again. This is Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey. Green.
Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray goes right back to McBride. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll send Brown in motion right. From the 44, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the shotgun now. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Tua.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
Now Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
Second and goal from the 1.
Connor is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Murray going to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you get at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
From the 45 on second down. Tua.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, it's Tua.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Ready, break.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
On first and 10 is counter.
And some space here.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Brings up second and 4 at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On second down, Connor looking for space.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner taking it in from the 20. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And Hill will opt for... The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Mostert.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In motion, Hill. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Mostert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
3.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
52. Wait. Black shot. Black open. Blue strike.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Wilson snags it left side.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Tua now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On second down, Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. But, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Tackle made at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Now behind the line of scrimmage. It's the loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Green.
To throw, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
They run behind center with Connor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to Connor here on first. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey, hold on.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Connor running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Almost.
Back to throw. Murray. forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Prater's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll try the left side with Connor.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.